Listen, I've never lied to you before, and I'm not going to start now. These chicken tenders are the juiciest, crispiest, most delicious chicken tenders you'll ever have. And I'm going to show you how to make them. And if you stick around to near the end, I'm going to show you how to make this super easy dipping sauce too. So let's get into it. Welcome back. Have I got a banger of an episode for you today? We're talking the most tender, juicy, crispy on the outside chicken tenders you'll ever eat. Before we even get into it, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way, every time one of my episodes comes out, you'll be notified the second that it does, and you can check them out right away. So, welcome back, and let's get into it. So, before we can start making it, we need to know what our ingredients are. So let's take a look. So we got a real easy one today as far as ingredients. We got our chicken tenders, our buttermilk, some beer, garlic powder, paprika, salt, pepper. We got some all-purpose flour, some cornstarch, and that's all we're gonna need. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our chicken tenders and we're gonna get them marinating in some buttermilk. The buttermilk is the key. It's like a marinade. It's gonna seep in there. It's gonna give it all that juicy, juicy flavor inside. So we're just gonna take our chicken tenders in a bowl. We're gonna add a little bit of buttermilk, make sure they get covered. I like to put a little beer in mine. We're gonna put some beer in the dredge later, but why not throw some in there to start? Flavor country. So let's see. We got a little bit of hot sauce. I mean, you can use your favorite hot sauce. I'm going today with the hot ones. Yeah, it's so delicious. So we're gonna put a couple dashes of that in there. Nice. Salt, pepper, paprika, little garlic salt. That's it. We're gonna give these a quick stir. Make sure they all get nice and coated and covered. Make sure they're not sticking together. Oh yeah. Already, I mean, the flavor from this is really gonna be something. So ideally, you'd let these soak overnight and marinate overnight, but I mean, an hour, maybe two. I mean, you can get away with an hour. Within an hour, it's gonna start drawing in those flavors. It's gonna start breaking down and just making them so juicy and delicious. So I'm gonna let these sit for 2 hours while I go shoot another episode. So get them covered, get them into your fridge. I'll see you in a second. Okay, while our chicken tenders are marinating, we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna set up our dredging station. Might as well. Flour. Get yourself 2 bowls. Flour in 1. Now, all of the amounts will be in the description below, but I mean, you're just making a dredging station. It doesn't have to be exact, just enough to get the job done. So flour, this is our key ingredient, cornstarch. We're gonna put a little cornstarch in each one of these. That is where all of our extra crispiness is gonna come from. Cornstarch, important. Usual cast of characters, salt in both, pepper in both, garlic powder in both, paprika, guess what, in both. Season all of your flours the same way in both of these. It's gonna give them a quick stir. Incorporate all that stuff. Very nice. Except for this one, we're gonna put a little beer in. If you don't wanna use beer, if all of a sudden you don't have some in the house, you could also use tonic water. Tonic water would work. Luckily, I got some beer in the house. Just gonna we're gonna whisk this up. Try not to get it everywhere. This is gonna look a little dark. For some reason, the only beer I had in my fridge was this Yingling Black and Tan, which is one of my favorites, and especially in the fall and winter up here in Massachusetts when it's cold. Nice black and tan, something a little rich, got some body to it. We're gonna stir this up. If you're using like a light beer, something like that. This would obviously not look as dark. So this is the consistency you want. You just want it to have some grab to it. Yeah, perfect. Nice. Nice. Okay, so we got our dredging station set. Our chicken's almost ready to be cooked off. I'm slowly starting to heat up my fry oil on my stove. I'm gonna pull everything together and I'm gonna show you how to make these delicious chicken tenders so crispy. So yeah, here we go. Okay, it's been 2 hours. It's long enough. I can't wait anymore. I got our chicken tenders out of the fridge. So here's the key to this. Obviously, like any other dredging station, you're gonna go wet, dry, however many, just end with dry. Wet, dry, all right? Chicken tenders out of our buttermilk, looking good. Going right into our dry dredge, which is just our flour and seasoning. Toss those around, get that stuck on there. That's what you want. Going right into our wet. That is where our extra layer of crispy goodness is gonna come from. I'm gonna shake that down a little bit. Going back into the dry. You can go in the wet now. Come on, slippery sucker. This is going back into our dry. I'm gonna toss these around. Yeah, this is what you want. See that? Boom. Toss that around, give it a little shake. Boom. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get the rest of these breaded. Once they're breaded, I mean, I've heard some people let them sit for an hour to really let it cling on. I've done this a few times, both different ways, and to me, I've never really seen a difference. So I'm gonna get these breaded up and then we're gonna get to frying. So we got our chicken tenders all breaded. We got our oil at 350 degrees. You're gonna wanna get as close as you can. It's not an exact science. You can't sit here and predict it, but you gotta get it to as close to 350 as you can get. Because if it's too cool, it's gonna soak in the oil and then it's not gonna cook right. If it's too hot, it's gonna sear the outside and brown it really fast without cooking the inside. So get as close as you can to 350. And have a meat thermometer nearby just to test them, make sure when you take them out that they're good to go. Get it to like 160, that's fine. So everything's set to go. We got our drip station. You could also just put them right onto a plate with paper towels, whatever you want to do. But you know what? You know, getting a little fancy today. Have your tongs nearby, your spider just in case. So we're gonna take our chicken tender and we're just gonna dunk it slowly right into our oil. And look at that. These chicken tenders are actually pretty big, so they're gonna take probably 10, 12 minutes. It was quiet all day, but I got Oliver barking in the living room now. Just give them a gentle little move at the beginning so they don't stick to the bottom. And you certainly don't want to overcrowd your pan because they're going to bump into each other, they're going to stick, it's going to pull the breading off, it's going to drop the temperature of the oil really fast. It's just not a good idea. So I'm just going to do these in a batch of 3 and then probably another batch of 3. I only have 4 left, so I'll probably do another batch of 4. As you can see, we got the perfect cooking temperature in this stage of the game. It's gone from 350, it dropped down to about 320. Do yourself a favor, if you can, get yourself one of these. It's like a candy thermometer, an oil thermometer, so grab yourself one. I got this one off of Amazon. Speaking of Amazon, I was just able to get onto the Amazon Influencer program. So in the link below will bring you right to my Amazon storefront. So if you get a chance, check it out.
5 minutes later.
These are coming along real nice. You hear that sizzle? Real nice. I can already feel and sense and see that the outside is just so crispy. It's gonna be so crispy, so crunchy. Let's see. Look at that, we're almost there already. These are good to come out. Look at that, crispy, brown. Oh, yes. These are done, done, done. Gonna pop these out. So now that this batch is done, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna fry off the rest of these, and then we're gonna get to my favorite part. I'm gonna taste them. So sit tight, let me get these cooked off. You know, I got so excited about these chicken tenders, I almost forgot to show you how to make the dipping sauce that I like to go with it. Super easy. It's just 4 parts mayonnaise and 1 part of ketchup. So we're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. 1 part ketchup in there, something like that. And I mean, you could put salt, pepper, garlic powder, paprika, all that stuff in there. I just like to take a little bit of Lowry seasoning, put a little bit in there. It covers everything, and it tastes delicious. You know, the stuff they use at Red Robin, I think, for the fries. Hey, give me a shout out if you know, have Red Robins in your neighborhood. They're not everywhere. I happen to have one down the street. See that? That's all. That's all you need. Sorry about that loud tapping noise. That's it. And look at these chicken tenders. Holy smokes. Huh? So crisp, and I can only imagine. That one's a little hot, so I'm gonna go with another one here. Let me see if I can show you. I've seen this a bunch of times on the other channels. See if I can catch the crisp. You catching that? Ah, so crispy. Now we're gonna wash my knife just for that. So our sauce is done. Our tenders are perfect. Let's take this one. I'm gonna break that right in half. Oops, I'm gonna try to break it right in half. Oh yeah, baby. Boom, right into our sauce. I almost can't describe to you how crisp they are on the outside. They've got the super crunch. The flavor on the dredging is perfect. They are so tender, so moist, so delicious. You just have to do this. It's not hard. You have to do this. The dipping sauce is super easy, so important. Yeah, so I really appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, give me a comment down below. Check out my Amazon page, hit that notification bell, and once you're done doing all of those things, go cook something.